Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the new film, Juliet and Romeo. Now, we've had all kind of versions of Romeo and Juliet, the William Shakespeare classic story of tragic love, and this is the musical version. Now, I thought we'd already had the musical version with West Side Story, which is basically Romeo and Juliet, but this takes place in whatever, the 13th century or whatever age it was, in the town of Verona. And the Montagues and the Capulets are two warring families, and one of the Montagues falls in love with one of the Capulets, and that is how it turns out. When I was watching this, the first half was a little bit slow, and then it picked up somewhat in the second half. The music was okay. It wasn't any kind of songs that came out humming the tune or anything like that. They were forgettable. But the voices were okay. The Juliet is played by Carla, let me get her name right, Clara Rugard, and Romeo is Jamie Ward. And then they throw in some name actors like Rebel Wilson, Jason Isaacs are in the supporting cast. And they don't speak in Shakespearean language, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo. They just say, hey, Romeo, where are you? So they're talking in modern language. One thing that impressed me about it, I had heard that they filmed this somewhere close to the actual city of Verona, I think, and it was freezing cold the whole time they were filming. And in the film, when they're outside, which a lot of it takes place outside the castles, you can see their breath, the smoke. And I thought they must have been freezing if it was that cold. And they, they didn't have on coats and scarves or whatever. They just had clothes like it was a summer night. But you could actually see the smoke coming out of their mouths as they spoke. The film is rated PG-13 for violence. Like I said, it got better. It wasn't a terrible movie, but it was not a great movie. There wasn't that. Romeo and Juliet, the two lead actors need to have tremendous chemistry, and these two did not. They just didn't, in my opinion. So I was a little bit disappointed there. I scored it 5 out of 10. It was average. I think they thought making a musical would make it that much, much better, but it didn't. So 5 out of 10. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of the new film musical, Juliet and Romeo.